Hello, this is Anthony Wisdom, AFV, term 1310, 1311. Um, this is my final project. Um, First and foremost, in consideration of my grade, I wasn't able to really get to design aspects of this thing to where, I spent all my time trying to get the emulators to work. I didn't have problems, and I don't have problems writing the code and, even debugging. It's just, until I installed all the plugins for Cordova when they had a debugging plugin, I installed that and I was actually able to debug in Xcode, um, or at least see a console log. Um, so I did, you will see, I did get pretty much everything to work. But when I say that, I mean in terms of like, the connection data. Like, I'm able to pull the data. I got the plugin working. You know, it's telling me it's on a 3G connection type. Um, so I just, all my time was spent trying to, just get that to work and get the emulator to work. So I didn't really get around to doing that. Even though I did write something for that and, have an LI and append it to the UL of that particular page. And, I didn't have time. And without being able to debug, it just was impossible for me to do. I did get my Instagram working. Um, I still couldn't get this bookmark to work. When I can console log, I can console log out the object. I just don't know how to call it. It's because the way they do it is kind of confusing to me. Um, Research was there. Of course, it doesn't want to work now, but it's there, which you can see on my GitHub or whatever. Not the geolocation works. It's not working. It doesn't work when you want it to. It just works when it wants to. Which in I was able to get it to work on the iPad. Um, the compass data works on the iPad, but for whatever reason, it's not working here. I know I was supposed to have a mashup. I didn't have time, so I really don't know what to do. Um, I like I said, I believe I have a firm grip on the programming side, or the actually writing the code. It's just you know the plugins and the emulators. It just those cause me problems in it, and I'm such a perfectionist, and I want to understand this so bad that I allow it to. I won't move on until I learn, and it's just been a struggle for me. But I just want you to consider the fact that I do have a firm grip on writing the code. It's just kind of the software issues and that where I'm having a problem. Um, so it's pretty much, I'll go to my iPad demonstration next. Um, but I have enjoyed this class and I've learned some things, and like I said, I do have it working. So there it is. Thank you. I wanted to show this first because my GPS, my geolocation function is not working just at random like when it's supposed to. So I just want to show that it does work. I'm on the road in Tennessee. We're back. Well, it's not working. Okay, so here's my app. Here's my Instagram function. Working. Pulls up. Switches to layer, just a single layer with responsive design. Um, of course. Okay. Now with my compass and connection data, I just used a simple alert. I know you told me to put it in a different place, but I spent a lot of my time trying to debug and figure out how to debug and get the emulators working. It wasn't more about the code than it was about getting the emulator to run the code. So I was having an issue with that. But I just wanted to show that they do work. They will pull up. I have the magnetic. It makes me calibrate my compass. And then it'll pull up the magnetic heading in an alert. Um, okay. And then the connection data, same thing. It just pulls up an alert. Says I'm on a Wi-Fi connection. That's as far as I got. I do have the code written for those, um, but once again, I fell into trying to debug and figure out how to console log in the emulator and to get the emulator to work. So I didn't get functions and things like design wise where I wanted them. um, but that's my you know my app working in the iPad.